Hey guys, welcome back to my next book preview video. This week we have Dracopedia Legends, an artist's guide to drawing dragons of folklore by William O'Connor. So this is a hardback. You can see there it's a relatively thick book. We will take a look at the page count shortly and a quick look at the back there. Okay, so let's get straight into it. So as usual, I've propped my book up just a little bit. It is night time here when I'm recording this. I am relying on one light, so hopefully this video will still be okay. Hopefully it will show up okay on camera. So first of all, a quick look at the contents. If you want to pause the video here and take a proper look through, you can basically see it is made up of 13 projects. And of course, like most art books or art related books, they usually start off with a materials section. It's only brief from what I've seen, but I believe the artist worked traditionally and digitally. Okay. I say worked because unfortunately the artist is no longer with us. They did pass away. I don't know a huge amount about it, but it is of course very sad. I do mention it a little bit in my other videos as well because there are quite a few books in this series. So yeah, rest in peace to the artist of course. But moving on to the actual book, this book, from what I've seen, admittedly I've only sort of flicked through it and I wanted to record this quickly, but it's a really nice book. I mean, all of the ones that I've got so far by William O'Connor are really nice. They're like hardbacks. In fact, I've got one here. So this one I recorded, I think, last week or two, depending when I upload this. And that is a really nice book. Again, that one was more of a field guide, so it was more like information. I use it for reference more than anything and inspiration, which is one of my sort of biggest things with these books, just because the artwork is so nice in it. But that one isn't so much a step-by-step on how to draw everything. I will put links to that in the description box below. There are, I think, 4 or 5 books in the series. This one, I wouldn't describe it quite as a step-by-step. I think some places online do describe it as that because it's more looking through his process. I know that it is 13 projects, so I guess in a way it's step-by-step. But it's not the sort of childish kind that sort of holds your hand and says, you know, draw a circle, add some ears, some horns. You know, it's not really that kind of step-by-step. It's more of, well, we'll use this as an example. It starts off with the actual artwork, and he breaks down, well, actually it starts with a story, and I think it's a couple of pages worth. It seems to be about 3 pages worth. And you can see there's illustrations, sketches, full colour illustrations, paintings, whatever you want to call them, throughout the book or throughout these sections. He talks a little bit about the research that he does. I think it shows you, like, I've already passed it, but how he uses reference to create things. There's a lot about the thumbnails, some really cool sketches and designs throughout. And then he moves on to like the rendering or the painting, which you can see here. Now, I was actually surprised there wasn't even more information on the rendering, because you can see it kind of goes from this step to the next project. So this is sort of the final image for the project you're about to look at. Again, starts with the story, mythology and folklore. Then it looks, some of them it looks onto the actual dragon, the species or the specific dragon within the story. It's actually quite interesting from what I have read. I only looked at the first chapter, and then again he goes on to these sketches, these different thumbnails. It's really nice to see the thinking process behind it all. You can tell as well with all these Dracopedia books that William definitely loved this stuff. Like, you know, you can tell he's passionate about it. He wasn't writing a book for the sake of it. He's poured a lot into it, and you can kind of feel that. For example, even just the fact that it starts off with some of the stories and things. He's not just created a, you know, how to draw book. He's really gone into detail. If you're into fantasy, mythology, folklore, and you like drawing, or even if you don't, I think this book is really just for you, to be honest. This is another good one by the artist that I own. Pretty cheap to get hold of for the most part. Another hardback. I haven't made a video for this one so far because there's already other videos online, but let me know if you need me to. I did, however, make a video preview for this one, another William O'Connor one. It's not technically a Dracopedia one, but it is sort of, it matches the others, a hardback by Impact Books, and I kind of consider it part of the series. Dinosaurs are awesome, just like dragons, so definitely check that. Links in the description box below. And you'll see quite a lot of, I don't want to call them generic dragons, throughout, as well as different ones, but you know, traditional dragons, let's call them, Western dragons, ranging from, well, to Eastern dragons and worms, and some of the others have like basilisks in. I think this one's got like the sea serpent at the beginning from, you know, like in God of War and Norse mythology. So it kind of covers quite a large range. This book and the others, there's, I think, maybe one or two more that I don't own. One of them is the Bestiary, which again is mythical creatures, but I think out of them all, that one is the one that actually doesn't focus on specifically just dragons. I think it's got like a serpent on the front. I forget what you call it, the sort of humanoid snake kind of serpents. It's pretty cool. And then there's another one with a bluey grey dragon on the front. I also don't own that one yet. So if you own those, let me know what they're like in the comments below. I am going to be picking those up and previewing them at some stage soon though. And another Impact book series that are worthwhile mentioning related to dragons are the Dragon Art books. So I have these three here, and I've got book previews to all of these. Again, I'll stick them in the description box below the video. They are very nice books again, but a very different style to these. They're a little bit more what I consider child-friendly in the sense of, we talked about step-by-steps, and they actually do kind of go step-by-step, you know, starting with a circle or body shape, something for the eye, blah, blah, blah. It's pretty cool. It's more of a cartoony style, cel-shaded line art, whereas this I consider much more realistic in rendering style. But if you're into that kind of thing, you'll like those. Again, I find them more sort of inspiring and good for ideas as an artist more than anything else. I will put links to where I bought this from in the description box below, as always. They're not a bad price at all. The price doesn't really seem to fluctuate much with these books. You can see I've been rambling for quite a while and we're still going. There must be like about 180-ish pages here. So I think I've shown more than enough here. There's a poster at the end as well. We'll take a quick look at that. But check out the reviews for this book as well, because they are very high. I think it's almost got 5 out of 5. So definitely pick this one up. Quick look at the poster here. So we've got dragons on one side here. That's actually really cool. And then we have characters of legend on the back here. It's a bit too big for me to get hold of. And just because it's here anyway, that's the bestiary one that we mentioned before. But that's it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful if you were thinking about buying the book. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out a lot. Thank you for watching.